everyone, so this is my second video in my video series of how to draw eyes. And today, I'm going to be teaching you about the magic of hexagons. Alrighty, so for the first half of this video, I'm just going to have you guys watch me play around with different eye shapes. I won't be explaining what I'm doing, but just letting you guys watch what goes through an artist's head when they draw eyes. Sometimes we don't even know all the shapes we're going for. Just by warping the shapes and playing around with them, we discover the different expressions and emotions it makes. So for this first half of the video, you're just going to watch me doodle around with different eye shapes. And then later on, I'm going to give you guys some very specific expressions, so you can see some of the final looks that you can get.
A todos los palomos dicen que tienen millo, pero no tienen nada. Tengo Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga, todo lo que tú quieras ver. Palomo, alerta.
Porque tengo los millones, chones, 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 chones. Porque tengo los millones, chones, 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 chones. Porque tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones. Porque tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones. Porque tengo los millones, porque tengo los
el dinero no me hace feliz, pero a ti falta. Yo juego con 1000 amos y 100.000 en tu la banca. Egocéntrico como el pana arca. Estoy pegado porque la meta está muy alta. Vamos a volar, a volar, a volar. Vamos a volar, a volar. Vamos a volar, a volar, a volar. Donde estoy pegado, donde tú no cascarás. Vamos a volar, que no somos de la tierra. Llegó el alienígena para darle todo guerra. El que está pegado siempre es el que más brilla. Si no lo ha luchado, aquí mismo te entierra. Con mi Gucci que lo manda para lavado. Como hora día para brillar en todos lados. Yo no soy un millo, eso no come putado. Soy un millo y tu chica.
Porque tengo los millones, chones, 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 chones. Porque tengo los millones, chones, 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 chones. Porque tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones. Porque tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones, tengo los millones. Porque tengo los millones, porque tengo los millones.
Lo buscando en tarima, con Gucci y ropa fina, con bebés de Argentina. Ya estamos tú.
Alright, there's no need to freak out. I'm not going to redo any of them. I just wanted to show you guys some different shapes you can use that are just warped hexagons. For this first one, on the side lines I made them really short, and for the top and bottom lines I made them really long and round. And I'm doing the opposite on the second one. I made the side lines really long and the top and bottom really short. And I'm not really sure what I did with this one. I mean, it's angled, and I did stuff to it. It's still a hexagon-ish, but it's warped. For this one, I just took the hexagon and I rounded some spots and I had it angled instead of being horizontal. And this one, I'm going to show you what I did to explain it a little better, but I just flipped the hexagon, so it's like still a hexagon, it's just on its side, and I squashed it a bit. And yeah, goes from being a hexagon to a sideways squashed hexagon, and I liked the way it looked. So there you go. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some very specific expressions. I can't really think of a word to go for each of them. I know some of them are scared and happy, and some are seductive, or at least I tried. But I couldn't really think of a word to go with each emotion, so I won't be voiceovering what I was aiming for in each one of them. I'll just let the eyes and the faces speak for themselves, and you guys can feel what it is I'm drawing instead of me trying to describe it the whole way through. But I just want you guys to see some specific expressions you can get, even if I can't put a name to it.
What if our love is alive? What if our hearts still beat in time? Don't you just wanna find out? Come on, let's take that climb. We can fall in love, we can fall in love, we can fall in love again, again. We can fall in love, we can fall in love, we can fall in love again, again.
Okay, me and this face had a little bit of struggles. I was going for a bit of a seductive face, but his eye is a bit crooked there. And yes, I realize it's crooked, that's why I'm putting this voiceover in. And by the time I realized, it was kind of too late to erase it because my lines were too dark. So I tried other things to try and take away and distract from it by erasing his nose and repositioning it. Didn't help much, and so then I tried adding in his mouth, but his mouth is kind of crooked as well, so that didn't help. And I thought maybe by making his eyes look cool, it would distract from it, which it really just made it more obvious. And so I added his blush, and then I tried shading. Didn't help. And so I was like, hey, what if I add in a jawline? Yeah, it only made it more obvious. So then I tried adding in his neck, and then I tried adding in his ears, and adding some detail, and shading his ear, and that didn't really help much either. So then I shaded his face again. I just went crazy with it, and then I finally just realized that he was a lost cause. So I gave up and started on the new face. curious what any of these guys would look like in color? For my next video in this video series, I'm going to be teaching you different ways to shade and add color to the eyes. Be sure to subscribe and leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you next time.